that's not the stream I want. Hold on. That's the stream I want. Hello everyone, Phoenix Knight here. Welcome to the channel, and welcome back to the 2009-10 hockey season replay on the channel. Sorry about the muttering I was doing earlier. I was just trying to make sure everything was set with OBS, and now we are good to go. So the 2009-10 hockey season replay now takes us to December 10th, 2009, and we will have our first visit to Bridgestone Arena in Nashville, Tennessee, as the Columbus Blue Jackets are in town to play the Nashville Predators. And I'm going to adjust everything here just a little bit. Yep, we've still got the logos there. Actually, let me look at something here before we go too much further. Let's see if I can set the logos on two more business card holders and not lose the scores too much. Actually, yeah, that looks like it'll work pretty well. So actually, that is perfect. Okay, so as I mentioned, we are at Bridgestone Arena is it Bridgestone Arena or Bridgestone Center? I thought it was Bridgestone Arena. It is Bridgestone Arena, as the Blue Jackets will be taking on the Predators in this one. We've got two teams having very forgettable replays so far in the Central Division, as the Predators are at 11-16-3 for 25 points, versus the Blue Jackets being at 10-16-4 for 24 points, the two bottom teams in that division that are currently going nowhere, essentially, but we'll see one team playing for pride. As of now, these two teams aren't likely to be playoff teams, but we'll see how the replay goes. We are just about we're a little less than a third of the way through the replay, I would say. But let's go ahead and drop the puck on this one, and we'll get into it. Face-offs are +2 to Columbus. And actually, let me bring my play chart over here. So I've got that handy. Face-offs are +2 to Columbus, and let's flip the right card. 7 is going to be a superior win all day long. That will go up to Huselius, and we're off and running here. Passing F for Huselius. That'll be an outside shot for Vermette. He's going to try to make a pass. That'll be an inside shot for anybody. The Blue Jackets will give that over to Nash. Nash gets that in the slot. He's in on Ellis. That's a 10. That's a goalie rating on Ellis. 8, 9, and 10 are your bad numbers. That's a 12. Save made by Ellis, and over to Suter. Suter with it for Nashville. Opponent defense 2. Looking at Commodore defense 2. He'll take the puck away with an inside shot. Suter will try to intimidate. And he will take the puck away, but a possible penalty on Suter. That's a 6. No penalty. Will play on. Passing F for Suter. That's going to be an outside shot for Sullivan. He's going to try to make a pass. That'll be an inside shot for Erat. Erat gets that in the slot. He's going to take the shot. That's a 2. That's a goal on a 1-16, and no! Garone makes a great save. He will hold on and get the whistle. Arena groans. Ugh. A 1-16 on a goal chance, and he draws a 20. That is an unfortunate break for the Predators, but we'll see if the Blue Jackets can translate that into momentum. Faceoffs remain +2 to Columbus, as that's an offensive zone draw for Nashville. 3 will be a superior win all day long. That'll go up to Huselius, and we're off once again. He'll lose that over to Erat. Erat with it now for Nashville. Inside shot for anybody. He will give that to Arnott. Vermette will try to intimidate. He will take the puck away, but a possible penalty. And a 13, no penalty for Vermette, will play on. Passing E will be an outside shot for Huselius. He's going to try to make a pass. That'll be an inside shot for anybody. They'll give that to Nash. Nash in the slot. He's in on Ellis. That's a 7. That's a goalie rating on Ellis. 8, 9, and 10 are bad numbers. That's a 5. Save made by Ellis, and they'll give that to Sullivan. Sullivan for Nashville. He'll lose the puck. Outside shot for anybody. They will give that outside shot to... they'll give that to Hayda. Intimidation for the opponent. Weber will try to intimidate. And at 15, he just barely will, but he'll take the puck away for Nashville. Outside shot only for anybody. He will give that to... He'll give that to Suter at the point. Suter with it. That's a 4. He'll lose that over to Commodore. Commodore with it for Nashville, or for Columbus. Lose the puck. Outside shot only for Weber. Weber from the point. He'll let that go. That's a 7. Save made by Garone and over to Nash. Nash with it for Columbus. Passing F for Nash. That'll be an outside shot for Huselius. Huselius is going to try to make a pass. And that'll be an inside shot right back to Nash. Nash with it in the slot. That's a 5. Save made and over to Suter just in time for a forwards line change. Both teams getting decent chances here early in the first, but neither team able to convert. As that is Suter still with it here for Nashville. Let's see what they're doing. Possible breakaway. Center if the breakaway penetration rating is 2 or more. Goka is a 3. He's in on Garone alone. An 8, that's a rebound chance. Defense, any player with a defense rating of 4. Commodore is a 4. He will have that for Columbus. Opponent defense 9. Suter will take the puck away with an outside shot only. Outside shot is a 3. Save made and over to Voracek. Voracek for Columbus. Possible breakaway. Left defenseman. Hayda's in alone on Ellis. He lets it go. An 11. Save made and over to Goke. Goke with it for Nashville. He'll lose that over to Brassard. Brassard with it. Inside shot for anybody. He will give that to Voracek. Dumont will try to intimidate. That's a 3. He will intimidate, take the puck away, just in time for a defenseman line change. As Dumont is in control of that one for Nashville. Opponent defense 1. Voracek, that'll be an inside shot for Hornquist. And left defenseman is Teuton. He will try to intimidate. He will intimidate, take the puck away. Teuton with it for Columbus. Looking at an inside shot for anybody. He'll give that to Voracek. Dumont will try to intimidate. He will intimidate, take the puck away. Dumont with it. He'll lose the puck. Outside shot only for Brassard. Brassard will let that go from the point. That's a 7. He'll lose that right back to Dumont. Dumont for Nashville. Passing F. That'll be an outside shot for Goke. Goke will try to make a pass. He'll lose the puck. Defensive left D. Teuton in control for Columbus. That'll be opponent defense 7. Klein will take the puck away with an outside shot only. That's a 12. Save made and over to Brassard for a forwards line change. Paulson with it for Columbus coming off the line change. That'll be opponent defense 2. Legwand will take the puck away with an outside shot. He's going to try to make a pass on that. Losing the puck over to Dorsett. Dorsett in control for Columbus. Passing D will be an outside shot for Paulson. Paulson will try to make a pass. He'll lose the puck over to Legwand. Legwand with it for Nashville. Opponent defense 6. That'll be an outside shot for Ward. Ward will try to... let's see. He's a 3 against a 2. Nope, he's gonna try to make a pass as Ward. Pass will be an inside shot for Legwand. Legwand will let that go from the slot. A 6. That's a goalie rating on Garone. 7, 9, and 10 are bad numbers. That is a 7. Score! As David Legwand gets the lead for the Predators 1-0 late in the first period. Arena cheers. Yay! That'll be from Ward, since I was able to follow the flow of play. And Smithson. As the Predators now get out to a 1-0 lead. I'm going to tip the camera down just a touch. Face-offs are +1 to Columbus, but the Predators with a 1-0 lead. 17, that'll be an inferior win. That'll go over to Hamhuis, and we're off. Opponent defense 5, Strawman. That'll be an outside shot for anybody. They will give that to Smithson. Smithson's going to try to make a pass with it. Passing K. He'll lose the puck over to Clark. Clark with it for Columbus. Passing E. Will be lose the puck, outside shot for Smithson. Smithson will try to make a pass. Passing L. He'll lose the puck to anybody. They'll give that to Paulson. Paulson for Columbus. Lose the puck, outside shot only for Hamhuis. Hamhuis with an 8. That's a rebound chance. Offensive left wing. That's Smithson with a rebound shot. That's a 9. Save made by Garone and over to Clark. Clark with it for Columbus. He'll lose that back over to Ward. Ward with it for Nashville as we're ticking down time in the period. Losing the puck, outside shot only for Strawman. He's going to let that go from the point. That's a 4. Save made and back over to Ward. Ward for Nashville. He'll lose the puck, outside shot only for Dorsett. Dorsett intercepts the pass, immediately gains the zone, and he lets it fly. 10 on an outside shot. That's a goalie rating on Ellis. 8, 9, and 10 are bad numbers. That is an 8, and score! Derek Dorsett ties the game for Columbus here in the late stages of the first period. Arena groans. Ugh. We'll flip over a couple cards, get assists. That will be Dorsett scored. Not Clark, not Garone. Right, D, that'll be Dorsett from Strawman. And Paulson. And just like that, we are tied at 1 here in the third period. Teams will come back to center ice for the face-off. Face-offs are still +1 to Columbus. 5 will be a superior win. That'll be over to Teuton, and we're off for the last play of the period. Opponent defense 3. That'll be an inside shot for the right wing. That'll be for Dorsett. Right defenseman Klein is not going to try to intimidate. He'll let the inside shot go. That's a 9. Lose that over to the defensive center. There's the horn to end the first period. And after 1, we are tied here at the Bridgestone Arena. So as usual, I will get everything ready for the second period of this game. Let's remember to adjust the clicker. There we are. Broussard ever met the... Okay, so we want it to be like that. And now we've got the Zamboni out, cleaning up the ice, getting it ready for the second period of this game. Hold up. Okay. Just checking out a few things here. Okay. Nothing to panic about. Just getting everything ready here for the second period as the Zamboni continues cleaning up. And I'm going to see if I can move the left defenseman card just a little bit so we don't lose the scoreboard. That should work. Okay. We'll get the action deck shuffled up as well as the Zamboni is finishing up its last pass. Pretty soon we'll get the players starting to warm up and getting ready for the second period of this game. Very even between two basement-dwelling teams in their division, so not entirely surprising. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8, 9, 10. Forwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Defensemen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Forwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. We are all set to start the second period of this game. Face-offs are back to being +2 to Columbus. And a 9 will be a superior win all day long. That will go over to Huselius, and we're off and running to start the second period. Losing the puck and a possible breakaway. Right wing, if the breakaway penetration is 2 or more. Arat is a 4. He's in on Garon alone. Let's see what Arat can do with this one. He wants to roll low. 7 is a goalie rating. 7, 9, and 10 are bad numbers. That's a 7. Score! Martin Arat gets the breakaway goal on Garon to start the second. Arena cheers. Yay! We'll get some assists. Nobody is an 8. Left wing, that'll be from Sullivan. And Weber. As the Predators now have a 2-1 lead. That'll bring the teams right back to center ice. Face-offs are still +2 to Columbus. 14 will go to the inferior team. They'll give that to Arnott, and we're off and running once again. Losing the puck, outside shot for any player. That will be... They'll give that up to Hayda. Weber will try to intimidate. And he will take the puck away, but a possible penalty on Weber. He's a D, so 1 to 15, no penalty. That is a 12 will play on. Passing D for Weber. He'll lose the puck, outside shot for Vermette. Vermette's going to try to make a pass on that. Passing L is an inside shot for anybody. He'll give that to Nash. Nash in the slot against Ellis. Nash lets it go. On the one-timer, that's an 11. Save made by Ellis. He'll get a piece of it, and Sullivan will come pick that up for Nashville. Passing F for Sullivan. That'll be an outside shot for Arnott. Arnott is going to try to make a pass. He'll lose the puck over to Huselius. Huselius with it for Columbus. He'll look at passing D. That'll be an inside shot for Vermette. Arnott's going to try to intimidate. 14 just barely, but Arnott will take the puck away for Nashville. Opponent defense 3. Inside shot for Sullivan. Right defenseman is Commodore. He will try to intimidate. That's a 2. He will intimidate, take the puck away. Commodore with it. Passing F. He'll lose the puck. Outside shot for Arat. Arat is going to try to make a pass. That'll be an inside shot for Arnott. Arnott gets that in the slot on the one-timer. He lets it go on Garon. That's an 8. That's a rebound chance. Offensive left D, if offense rating 2 or more. Suter is a 3. He will have a rebound shot. That's a 6. That would be a goalie rating if the Predators were on the power play, but since they're not, instead it'll be a great save by Garon. He will freeze it, and we'll have a face-off. That'll be an offensive zone face-off to the right of Garon. As we'll bring the puck back to center ice. Not back to center ice. That, like I said, that'll be to the right of Garon. Face-offs, this is a big offensive zone draw for Nashville. Let's see if they can capitalize on it. A 1 is not likely to at all. That'll go over to Hayda as Columbus gets a huge defensive zone win, and we're off and running. He'll lose the puck, inside shot for anybody. The Predators will give that to Arnott. Vermette will try to intimidate. That's a 4. He will intimidate, take the puck away. Vermette with it for Columbus. Inside shot for anybody. He'll give that to Nash. Sullivan will try to intimidate. He will intimidate, but he'll take the puck away. Possible penalty. And an 11, no penalty. Sullivan with it, skating a little bit toward the edge. Opponent defense 5. Nash will take the puck away with an outside shot. He will try to... Actually, is he going to try to penetrate? No, he's going to make a pass. That'll be an inside shot for Vermette. He lets that go from the slot. That's a 6. That'll be lost over to the defensive left wing, just in time for a forwards line change. Dumont with it now for Nashville as they're trying to protect a 1-goal lead. Losing the puck, outside shot only for Umberger. He will let that go from the point. That's a 7. Save made by Ellis and over to Hornquist. Hornquist with it, inside shot for anybody. He will give that to Goke. Brassard will try to intimidate. He will take away the puck, but a possible penalty. 1-12, no penalty. That's a 7. Brassard will have it, will play on. Inside shot for anybody. He will give that to Voracek. Dumont will try to intimidate. That's a 14, just barely, but Dumont will intimidate, take the puck away. Losing the puck, outside shot only for Brassard. Brassard will let that go from the point. That's an 8. That's a rebound chance. Rebound is defensive right wing if defense rating 3 or more. Hornquist is a 3. He will have that for Nashville. He'll lose that over to Umberger, and we'll have a defenseman line change. As the action coming fast and furious here in the second period, with Columbus trying to get the equalizer. Umberger with it for Columbus, looking at passing E. That'll be an outside shot for Voracek. Voracek's going to make another pass. And then he'll lose the puck, defensive right D. Klein will intercept that puck. He'll have control of it. That'll be opponent defense 1, looking at Tuden. He'll take the puck away with an inside shot. Klein will try to intimidate. 5, he will intimidate, take the puck away. Klein with it. Opponent defense 6. Tuden will take the puck away with an outside shot. He's going to try to make a pass. Passing J for Tuden. That'll be an inside shot for Brassard. He's going to let that go from the slot. That's an 8. That's a rebound chance. Offensive left D. That's Tuden with the rebound shot. 8 is another rebound. Ellis can't control this puck. Defense, any player with a defense rating 3 or more. Hamhuis is a 4. He'll have control of that for Nashville. Hamhuis with it. Lose the puck. Outside shot only for Strawman. Strawman's going to let that go from the point. That's an 11. Save made by Ellis and over to Dumont. Dumont with it for Nashville. He'll lose the puck. Outside shot only for Voracek. Voracek lets that go. That's a 6. That's a goalie rating on Ellis. 8, 9, and 10 once again are bad numbers. That's a 12. Save made by Ellis. That'll go over to Hamhuis. Just in time for a forwards line change. Hamhuis with it for Nashville. Let's see what the Predators are getting up to with it. Opponent defense 10. Strawman. That's going to be a penalty on Strawman. He'll go off for tripping. 1, 2, 3. A 15 for the power play. If 3 or more 4-rated defensive players, nope. So that's a 15 power play. We'll start off with an outside shot for Legwand. Legwand will let that go from the point. 7, that'll be a save. And then we'll have an inside shot for the right wing up to Ward as the Predators are trying to get some breathing room. A 10 will be another save and the penalty is over. We'll come back out to neutral ice. Face-offs remain +1 to Columbus. 2 is going to be the superior right defenseman. That is Strawman, and we're off once again. Columbus still looking for the equalizer. This won't help. Losing the puck, outside shot only for Klein. He'll let that go from the point. That's a 4. They'll lose that over to Dorsett. Dorsett will pick that up. Opponent defense 8. Smithson will take the puck away with an outside shot only. He lets that go from the point. That's a 4. He'll lose that over to Tuden. Tuden with it for Columbus. Passing E will be an outside shot for Dorsett. Dorsett's going to make a pass. He'll lose the puck over to Smithson. Smithson for Nashville. Opponent defense 9. Dorsett, that'll be a penalty. That'll actually end the second period, but we'll see what kind of power play the Predators are going to have. A 6. Checking the right defense. If he's a 4, he is not. So that will be an inside shot for the left wing. So that'll be Smithson first with an inside shot. That's a 6. That's a goalie rating on Garone. That's a 6. A rebound chance. Offensive right wing. Ward with the rebound. That's an 11. Save made by Ward, or by Garone. Then our last shot is a rebound shot for Legwand. Legwand is going to let that go as Garone couldn't control it. Snake Eyes will be a save, and brrr, that's the horn to end the second period. The Predators getting another goal here in the second. They lead this one 2-1. Columbus still looking for the equalizer in this one. Tomorrow evening, most likely. I don't know when exactly this is going to go up tomorrow, when exactly we're going to go live with it tomorrow, but we will be at the Joe tomorrow night in Detroit, Michigan, the Joe Louis Arena, as the Phoenix Coyotes will make their debut on the board against the Detroit Red Wings. That will be an inside the crease hockey, and we will of course be starting that in the third period of that game. So that's where things stand on that front. And now I'm just getting everything ready for the third period of this game. Oop. Let me just check the camera. There we go. What I was trying to do is I was trying to get to the remote so I could adjust for the third period. Actually, I wonder if those could go on top of the... No. I think I better leave them down here. I was wanting to get them out of the way of the scoreboard a little bit, but I don't think we're going to get that to work. Because the thing is, I would always have those two business card holders hanging there, just kind of off to the side, not really doing anything. But then I was like... Then I think here in this stream, I was like, you know, maybe I could use those to prop the logos up, and it actually looks like it's working pretty well. But we've actually got a pretty good one here tonight. Let me move the home right defenseman card. There we go. I'm trying to make sure the scoreboard stays somewhat visible. I could play around with an overlay here to get something set up, but I'd rather not bother with the overlay on this. Besides, I like the scoreboard kind of as I've got it, where I can use it, especially during final score when I have a shootout. I can use that as you guys have seen me use it. I can use it to track the score in the shootout, just to help me keep that straight as well. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Forwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Defensemen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Forwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. We are all set for the third period of this game as the Predators are holding on to a 2-1 lead. But a +2 disadvantage on faceoffs is not going to help their cause. 10 will be a superior right wing win. That'll go over to Nash, and we're off to start the third period. Passing E will be an outside shot for Vermette. Vermette's going to try to make a pass. Passing L, inside shot for anybody. That'll go right back to Nash for an inside shot. That's a 10. That's a goalie rating on Ellis. 8, 9, and 10 are bad numbers. That's a 7. That's a rebound chance. Offensive right wing, if offense rating 3 or more. Nash is a 4. He'll follow his own rebound back to the net. That's an 8. That's another rebound. Offensive right defenseman, if offense rating 3 or more. Commodore is not, so that means Suter will have control. He'll shut that down. Outside shot only for anybody. They will give that to Sullivan. Sullivan will try to make a pass. Looking at losing the puck. Vermette in control for Columbus. Vermette with it. He'll lose the puck. Outside shot only for Weber. Weber from the point. He'll let that go. 8 is another rebound chance. Defensive right D if defense rating 3 or more. Commodore is a 4. He will have control of that for Columbus. He'll lose it over to Suter. Suter with it for Nashville. Opponent defense 3. Commodore will take the puck away with an inside shot. Right defenseman's Weber. He's going to let the inside shot go. Commodore not very good with that. 5, that'll be a save made by Ellis, and they'll give that over to Arnott. Arnott with it for Nashville. Inside shot for anybody. He is going to give that to Weber in the slot. Hayda will try to intimidate. 15 just barely intimidates, but Hayda will take the puck away for Columbus. Passing D for Hayda will be an outside shot for Nash. Nash is going to try to penetrate. He won't. He'll lose the puck over to Sullivan. Sullivan, well, looking at opponent defense 2, Nash will take the puck away with an inside shot. Left wing is Arat. He's going to have to let the inside shot go. He doesn't want to take a chance on Columbus going on the power play. An inside shot. Uh-oh. That's a goalie rating on Ellis. That's a 12. Save made by Ellis. A huge save. He'll give that up to Weber. Weber with it for Nashville. Losing the puck to Vermette for an outside shot only. That's an 8. That's a rebound chance on Ellis. Offensive left wing. That is Huselius with a rebound shot. That's an 11. That's a goalie rating on Ellis. That's a 5. Save made by Ellis, and that'll go over to Sullivan. Sullivan for Nashville. Opponent defense 5. Nash will take the puck away with an outside shot. He's going to let that one go. That's a 2. Uh-oh. That's a goal on a 1-13. And 15. No! Ellis makes a huge glove save. He'll freeze it and get the face-off. Arena cheers. Yay! And we will have a fresh set of forwards before we take that face-off to the right of Ellis. Columbus getting some sustained pressure on that shift, but they can't put the equalizer home. There's Ellis right now standing on his head to make this a 1-goal game. Or to keep this a 1-goal game. Face-offs are +1 to Nashville. 4 is going to be a superior win. That'll go up to Hornquist, and we're off on an offensive zone. Actually, that's a defensive zone win for Nashville. Passing E for Hornquist. That'll be an outside shot for Goke. He's going to try to make a pass. Lose the puck over to Umberger. Umberger in control for Columbus. That'll be opponent defense 3. Hornquist will take the puck away with an outside shot. Hornquist is going to try to make a pass. He'll lose the puck back to Umberger. Umberger with it for Columbus. Opponent defense 1. Hornquist will take the puck away with an inside shot. Voracek will try to intimidate. Right. Yes. He will try to intimidate. Actually, that's Umberger who can try to intimidate. He will try, just barely, but he'll take the puck right back for Columbus. Opponent defense 4. Take the puck away with an outside shot. Hornquist is going to try to make a pass. He'll lose the puck back to Umberger. Umberger and Hornquist seem to be playing hot puck. That'll be an inside shot for anybody. He will give that to Voracek. Dumont will try to intimidate. He will intimidate, take the puck away into a defenseman line change. Dumont with the puck for Nashville. Passing D will be an inside shot for Goke. Brassard will try to intimidate. He will take the puck away, but a possible penalty. 1-12, no penalty. That's a 9. Brassard will play on, getting a little close to the edge once again. Passing E will be an outside shot for Umberger. Umberger is going to try to make a pass. Passing J will be an inside shot for Brassard. Brassard lets that go from the slot. That's a 6. That's a goalie rating on Ellis. That's an 11. Save made by Ellis. He'll give that over to Goke. Goke with it for Nashville. Opponent defense 9. And Brassard will take the puck away for an outside shot only. He's going to let that go from the point. That's a 3. That would be a goalie rating if Columbus was on the power play. But since they're not, Ellis will freeze that puck and will take that face-off to the left of Ellis. Face-offs remain +1 to Nashville. 19, though, is going to be an inferior win. Umberger will get an offensive zone win. We'll get the offensive zone win for Columbus, and we're off. Opponent defense 2. Hornquist will take the puck away with an inside shot. Brassard will try to intimidate. 15, he will not intimidate. Hornquist will have his inside shot. That's a 6. Save made, and over to Brassard. Brassard with it, looking at opponent defense 10. Goke will take the puck away with an outside shot only. He'll let that go from the point. 3 will be a save made by Garone and over to Umberger. And we've got a forwards line change. Clark with it for Columbus now. Passing F. He'll lose the puck. Outside shot for Legwand. Legwand will try to make a pass. He'll lose the puck over to Paulson. Paulson with it for Columbus. Outside shot only for any player. He'll give that to Strawman for an outside shot from the point. That's a 5. That's a save made and over to Smithson. Smithson with it for Nashville. He'll lose that over to Dorsett. Dorsett for Columbus. Passing D will be an outside shot for Paulson. Paulson is going to try to make a pass. That'll be an inside shot right back to Dorsett. Dorsett from the slot. He's going to let that go. That's a 7. Save made and over to Legwand. Legwand with it for Nashville. Opponent defense 6. That'll be an outside shot for Ward. Ward will try to make a pass. Passing L. He'll lose the puck over to Dorsett. Dorsett with it for Columbus. Lose the puck, outside shot only for Legwand. He lets that go from outside the zone. 7. Save made over to Paulson. Paulson with it for Columbus. Opponent defense 9. Legwand will take the puck away, outside shot only. He'll let that go. That's a 9. Save made and over to Dorsett. Running out of time here for Columbus. Opponent defense 8. Smithson will take the puck away with an outside shot only. That's a 12. Save made and over to the defensive right wing. And now with 2 cards left, we're going to get the extra attacker on for Columbus, as Nash will be the extra attacker. Opponent defense 6. That'll be an outside shot for the left wing. He will try to make a pass. Actually, no, he's going to let that go. That's a 6. Save made and over to the defensive center. That's over to Legwand. Legwand for Nashville. Opponent defense 11. And that's a penalty, but actually, how do we resolve the penalty with no time on the clock? Actually, I think that just ends the game. So, that's the horn. That'll end the game, as the Nashville Predators managed to hold on and win this game by a final score of 2-1. Arena cheers. Yay! As the Predators have a happy debut on the board in this replay. As usual, I'm going to clean up, and then we'll ask our friends at Final Score Hockey for Downey Games how the rest of the NHL fared. What did I... Oh, here it is. I was looking for what I did with my... I keep a D20 in here as well. I was looking for that because that's the bag where I store my blocks and my... That's the space where I store my blocks and my dice. Don't want my laser pointer going in my strap box. Right, this time I am doing essentially full cleanup because I won't be playing hockey again until tomorrow afternoon. Tomorrow morning, of course, we are playing Star Wars: The Clone Wars. I'm just getting this set to go so I can use it to track shootouts as we're about to ask our friends from Downey Games via Final Score Hockey how the rest of the NHL fared. And now it is time to do exactly that. So the Predators get this win 2-1. Let's see how the rest of the NHL fared. Starting on December 10th, we have got the Maple Leafs and the Bruins in Original 6 action. Maple Leafs, G41, that is 2. Bruins, E54, that is 3. Pressure situation for the Maple Leafs. They're an E under pressure. An E65 gives them a chance to score. Bruins are also an E, but a 31 won't stop the Maple Leafs, so they will score and force overtime in this game. The Bruins, of course, with a chance to win first. An E12 won't do it for them. Neither will a G31 for the Maple Leafs, which means we've got ourselves a shootout. Both teams are a B in the shootout, so 34 or higher will be any goals. Round 1. Maple Leafs will score, Bruins will not. Round 2. Bruins will score this time, Maple Leafs won't. Round 3. Both teams will score, which means the next unanswered goal wins it. Round 4. That will be enough for the Bruins, as they will take this one by a final score of 4-3 in the shootout. Coyotes and the Kings. We'll see the Coyotes tomorrow in Inside the Crease. Coyotes look to be ready for their close-up with an E65, that is 4. Kings, N36, that is 3. And that's a pressure situation for the Kings. The Kings are a C under pressure. But a 43 won't let them do anything with that. The Coyotes will win 4-3. Penguins and the Canadiens. Penguins, J14 is 1. Canadiens, H46, that is 3. Canadiens will take that win 3-1. Senators and the Flyers. Senators, Senators, F14, that is 1. Flyers, J46, that is 3. Flyers will take that one 3-1. Thrashers and the Canucks. Thrashers, F22, that is 1. Vancouver, M53 is 4. Vancouver will get that win 4-1. Blackhawks and the Sabres. Chicago, K12 is 1. Buffalo, L14, that is 2. Pressure situation for Chicago, the Blackhawks are a B under pressure. A B46 won't do anything for the Blackhawks, though the Sabres will take that win 2-1. Wild and the Flames are both Gs. Wild rolls a 45, that is 3. Flames roll a 54, that is also 3. Pressure situations all around. Wild are an E, Flames are a D. Wild can't do anything with an E21. Neither can the Flames, actually, with a D25. E25 for the Wild is a no-go. So is a D21 for the Flames, which means we go to overtime. Calgary with a chance to win first. Which a 65 will do for the Flames. They will take that win 4-3 in overtime. Lightning and the Avalanche. Lightning, F61. F61 is 3. Avalanche, I63, that is 4. That's a pressure situation for the Lightning. The Lightning are an E under pressure. An E45 won't do anything for the Lightning. The Avs will take that win 4-3. Ducks and the Red Wings. We'll see the Red Wings on the board tomorrow as well. Ducks, H32, that is 2. Red Wings are also an H. They roll a 12. That is 1. Pressure situation for the Red Wings. The Red Wings are a C under pressure. A 63 is a chance for them to score. A 46 won't let the Anaheim stop them, which means we are tied and going to overtime. Detroit with a chance to win first. Which 16s won't do. Somehow I rolled 2 16s on that, which means we've got ourselves a shootout. Both teams are a D in the shootout, which means we want to see 46s and up, round 1. What do we say? D's. Right, so neither team will score, round 2. Come on. Red Wings will score. Ducks have to score here in round 3 or it's over. 61 will score for the Ducks. A 36 won't for the Red Wings, so the next unanswered goal wins it. Round 4. And 54, that'll be your unanswered goal, as Anaheim will get it. They'll take that win 3-2 in the shootout. Panthers and the Devils. Panthers, E54 is 3. Devils, I16, that is 2. Pressure situation for the Devils. New Jersey is a C under pressure. But a 35 won't let New Jersey do anything with it. Florida will take that win 3-2. Stars, Dallas at San Jose. Stars, G43, that is 3. Sharks, K45, that is also 3. Pressure situations all around. Both teams are Ds under pressure. .52 won't do anything for the Stars. Neither will a 32 for the Sharks, which means we are going to overtime. San Jose with a chance to win first. Which a K44 will just miss. Unfortunately for them, however, a G61 won't miss for Dallas, and Dallas will get that game 4-3 in overtime. Oilers and the Blues. Edmonton, G45, that is 3. Blues, E31 is 2. Pressure situation for the Blues. Blues are a D under pressure. A 64 might score for the Blues, and E41 won't let Edmonton stop them, so St. Louis ties the game with the net empty. We are going to overtime. St. Louis with a chance to win first. E35 won't do it for St. Louis. G51 will also miss for Edmonton, which means we've got a shootout. Both teams are a C in the shootout, so round 1. We are on October 11th, by the way. Let's see, what do we say? Both teams are C's in the shootout. St. Louis will score with a 62. Edmonton will not. Round 2. St. Louis will score again. Round 3, but it's already over. Neither team will score, but St. Louis will get that win. 4-3 in a shootout. Hurricanes and the Capitals. Hurricanes, F46, that is 3. Capitals, N22, that is 2. And that's a pressure situation for the Capitals. They are an A under pressure. But a 46 won't do it for the Capitals. The Hurricanes will get that win, 3-2, as they hold off an empty net attack by the Capitals. Canadiens and the Thrashers. This is now December 12th. As the die did not want to stop. Canadiens, G63 is 4. Thrashers, K42, that is 3. Pressure situation for the Thrashers, they're an E under pressure. A 23 won't let the Thrashers do anything with it, though. The Canadiens will get a 4-3 victory. Ducks and the Blue Jackets. Ducks, K55 is 4. Blue Jackets, F53, that is 3. And that's a pressure situation for Columbus. Columbus is an E under pressure. A 43 won't let them do anything with it, though. The Ducks will get a 4-3 victory out of that. Stars in Los Angeles to play the Kings. Stars, G16 is 1. Kings, J13, that is also 1. Pressure situations all around. Stars are an E, Kings are a C. Stars can't do anything with an E41, neither can the Kings with a C33, which means we are going to overtime. LA with a chance to win first. A J44 won't do it for LA. Neither will a G42 for Dallas, which means we've got ourselves another shootout once I get my ticker updated. Both teams are a D in the shootout, so it would help if I reset this. Round 1. What did we say? Both teams are a D in the shootout. Nobody scores there. Round 2. Both teams will score. Round 3. LA will score, Dallas will not, so the Kings will get that win, 2-1 in the shootout. Flyers and the Devils. Flyers, G41, that is 2. Devils, K45, that is 3. And that'll be a pressure situation for the Flyers. Philadelphia is a D under pressure. D12 will do absolutely bubkiss for the Flyers, though. New Jersey will take a 3-2 victory. Red Wings and the Predators. Detroit, F65 is 4. Nashville, K23. That's a big game. -25 is -4 columns. So from a K, 1, 2, 3, 4. They're rolling on G now. 61, though, is also 4, which means we've got pressure situations all around. Both teams are a C under pressure. A 62 might let the Red Wings score. 23, Predators can't stop them. The Red Wings will score. Predators now need the equalizer or this one's over. A C42, however, won't let Nashville get it. Detroit will take that one 5-4. Bruins and the Islanders. Bruins, G53 is a big game. So we need the big game chart right back in shot. 15 is -3 columns. So the Bruins look to lay an egg. 1, 2, 3. They're rolling on column D now. 41, though, is a second big game, so now we're rolling on the big game again chart. That's a 53. They're rolling on column N now. 45 is 4 for the Bruins. Islanders are a K64. K64 is 6. In an offensive display, the Islanders win that game 6-4. Sabres and the Rangers. Sabres, I63 is 4. Rangers, J62 is 5. Actually, yeah, 5. Sabres with a pressure situation. Buffalo is a C under pressure. And 11, though, will not do anything for the Sabres. Rangers get a 5-4 win. Hurricanes and the Senators are both Gs. Hurricanes roll a 62. That is 4. Senators roll a 12. That'll be less than 4. That's a 1. Hurricanes get that win 4-1. San Jose in Phoenix to play the Coyotes. San Jose, I-15 is 1. Phoenix, J42 is 3. And Phoenix will get that win 3-1. Panthers and the Penguins. Panthers, E45 is 2. Pittsburgh, L36 is a big game. 32 is +1. They were an L. They're rolling on column M now. 16 is 2. Pressure situations all around. Panthers are an E. Penguins are a C. 54 for the Florida won't do anything. Neither will a C33 for Pittsburgh, which means that game is going into overtime. Pittsburgh with a chance to win first. Which an L65 will let them do. Pittsburgh will get that win 3-2 in overtime. Capitals and the Maple Leafs. Capitals, O56 is 5. Maple Leafs, H54 is 4. That's a pressure situation for the Maple Leafs. Toronto is an E under pressure. But a 34 won't let Toronto do anything with it. Washington will escape with a 5-4 victory. Wild and the Canucks. Wild, E45 is 2. Vancouver, N34 is 3. Pressure situation for Minnesota. Minnesota's an E under pressure. An E62 might let them score. Canucks are a B55. Vancouver will make a huge save. Luongo will get that one with the net empty. He'll preserve a 3-2 victory for Vancouver. October 13th, or December 13th, Lightning and the Blackhawks. Tampa Bay, E56, that is 3. Chicago, L15, that is 2. That's a pressure situation for Chicago. Chicago is a B under pressure. A 36, though, won't let Chicago do anything with it. Tampa Bay will get a 3-2 victory. Flames and the Avalanche. Flames, E46, is a big game. $31 is -1, so they're rolling. So Calgary is rolling on column D now. 61 is 3. Avalanche, L46, that is also 3. Pressure situations all around. Calgary is a D, Colorado's a C. D15 won't do anything for Calgary. Neither will a C51 for Colorado, which means we are going to overtime. Colorado with a chance to win first. An L65 will do it all day long for Colorado. That will be a 4-3 victory for the Avalanche in overtime. That is your final score ticker by Downey Games. If your team won tonight, congratulations. If they didn't, there's always tomorrow. Tomorrow night, we will be at Joe Louis Arena in Detroit, Michigan, as the Phoenix Coyotes will be making their debut on the board to play the Detroit Red Wings. As for what else is coming up on the channel, tomorrow morning before that, we will be playing Star Wars: The Clone Wars. I'm just going to update my ticker standings while I'm here thinking about it. Wednesday, we're playing Astronauts from Indie Boards and Cards. And Saturday next week, Mystical Munchies will conclude out of the Exquisite Exandria official Critical Role cookbook as we make the dessert, Berry Surprise Pie. Thank you for watching the video. Please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Be sure to turn on notifications so you get my content. Be well, stay safe, take care of yourselves and your loved ones, and I'll be back with more videos in the future. Until then, take care everyone, and I'll see you tomorrow morning. The Nashville Predators weather a furious attack from Columbus to win this game 2-1. Once again, take care, and I will see you guys tomorrow.